Morning, folks. Sorry for no video yesterday. Very busy. And I also had a few people popping in and out, especially last night. We do have visitors all the time here, mainly friends. So if I'm never on, not online, or I don't reply to anything, it's because I'm busy. Right, a lot of big stories in the news this gone week. One of the bigger ones was the accusations of racism in sport. Well, racism's always been a fact, and it always will be. Unfortunately, there are people in this world that are like that. I'm not a racist. I've got friends from all creeds, races, colours. We're always have been good friends with a lot of them, and I don't have a problem with them. There's no place for racism in sport. I've always said that. There's no place for racism, politics, or anything like that in sport, as far as I'm concerned. I've even stepped away from Formula One a bit, mainly because of Prick Hamilton. You know, he can call everybody else racist, not realising that he's racist himself by doing it. There you go. That's the world. It's gone frigging mad. I mean, how long's it going to be before going into a shop and asking for a white loaf of bread before somebody starts shouting fucking rapist? You go in and ask for brown bread. Word wouldn't be said, would it? No. Now you wait till the Rainbow Brigade jump on that, get on their high unicorns and start yapping that fucking 50-50 bread is a derogatory term towards them. That's how these woke idiots think. It's going to get to the point where literally talking and conversation will be bred out of people because they'll be too fucking frightened to say a word to anybody through fear of offending somebody. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, let's get on to the government. That's one of my favourite pastimes at the moment, isn't it? Being as they just keep giving us material to work with. So, what am I thinking today? Well, I've got two of the bigger stories in the news that I'd like to not dive into, but give my thoughts and opinions on before we have the rights to those taken away from us. Now, we all know what went on in the House last week. Corruption. Total fucking corruption. And it just shows how corrupt they are and how far they will go so they don't get held accountable for their actions. They couldn't have shown it to the world any clearer last week. Basically, the same as everything else they do. They make the rules, then they break the rules. And then they'll go back and change the rules to cover their own sorry asses. My views on the government, my opinion, YouTube, my opinion, these people are not honourable. These people are not trustworthy. And to be honest, They shouldn't be running a frigging chimp's tea party, let alone a government. Now, if I ever vote again, for a second time in my 60 years, it will be for what I consider the best of the independents. Whether they're wrong, right, or agree with their policies, I won't care. I will vote for them. Simply because a vote for anybody else is a vote against the clowns we've got in now and Labour. That's the way I'm looking at it now. I've only ever voted once, but if I ever vote again, it will be anybody, don't care who, as long as it's against these fucking idiots we've got now. And again, moving on, it just shows how ridiculous they are and what their policies have done to this country. Now, the care sector needs over 60,000 staff now because of their silly mandates. And they ain't going to get them. People just won't do it. And they'd planned to do the same to the NHS. But now, that's been put back till next March. Why? Because they don't want to lose anybody from the NHS over the winter. After all, as they call it, and I quote from the government's Doctor YouTube, this is a direct quote. He has said, this is Van Tam, I quote, "We have dark, challenging times ahead, and we don't know which way it's going to go." Now, what does that point to? Things I've been saying for months now. You all know what they are. Anyway, yeah. So there you go, NHS staff. How do you feel now? Totally used and abused? Because I would be. I felt used by them for 10 years when I worked there, and that was 10 years before any of this shit. So basically, they've let you work the last 2 years through all this without telling you to have anything. At times, with very little protection. Then they've threatened you with your jobs over a certain mandate. And now they're saying they're going to withdraw that threat until next March because they want you all to stay and help out with the alleged winter crisis that's coming. There's a few references, I said there, to YouTube. There's an up-and-coming video explaining this. It may come on this channel, or it may go on my main channel when that's back up and running. But at the moment, I'm in communication, direct communication, with somebody at YouTube at the moment, under their guidance team. How long I'll stay up on YouTube, I don't know, after the things I've been saying. That will be revealed. But I will put a link to my BitChute channel in the description box below. So if for any inexplicable reason I do disappear off here, or the whole channel goes off there, that's where you'll find me, and that's where you'll find the explanation in full. But till then, until the next one, people, it's weekend, it's family time. Weather's not looking that good, but enjoy what you can. I certainly will. My respects to each and every one of you, and thank you for your support as always on here and my main channel, and those that watch on BitChute. So until then, stay safe, stay strong, and stay free from this proven now corrupt government. I'm gone.